Hi, I'm Jackie Lappin, and I'm so thrilled to be here today as part of International Women's Day. And my kudos to Paula and Jen, who are putting this amazing event together. They've asked me to come here and talk today about growing your influence, credibility, and impact. 5 ways to get booked on client attracting platforms. Now, as a leader, you have an important message that the world is ready to hear. If you're confident in knowing that you have something to give and you want to serve, you need to be visible to grow your influence, your credibility, and your impact. The more visible you are, the more lives you will change, and the more your life will expand both in your personal fulfillment and in your bank account. But visibility doesn't happen by accident. You have to work at it. You must be speaking to your audiences where they are at conferences, meetings, associations, and organizations that have live and virtual stages, along with podcasts and radio shows and virtual summits and even virtual networking, which is the new hot thing. And here's the kicker. In most cases, it won't cost you a thing to get on these platforms. Sure, there are engagements where you need to pay to get on stages. Yes, that's a growing trend. Or a podcast or radio show. And yep, that's a growing trend too. But mostly, these are opportunities that are free if you can just get someone to say yes. So I'm here to give you 5 ways to get booked on client attracting platforms. The first is sell yourself on the problem you solve. The way to get a decision maker to say yes is to not tell them about all your credentials, your achievements, and your program. It's to tell them exactly what you're going to do for their audience, how your message will provide a solution to the problem that the audience is suffering from. What will be the outcome after they hear you? What will it do to improve their lives? Once you've established this, you can provide your credentials, etc. But your proposal letters and speaker one sheet for speaking or pitch letters for radio shows and podcasts, and your conversations must focus on this first. That includes subject lines, headlines, and the first paragraph of each of the written documents. More on this shortly, but sell yourself on the problem you solve. Number 2, tell the story that got you here. Something else that will ensure your success and intrigue the decision maker is relating a powerful story of overcoming or transformation that enabled you to get her here and now help that audience. If you have come through some type of crucible or pain that forced you to find a new way and that you're using to guide people, this will be a compelling and dynamic incentive to secure you as a speaker. You can also include this in your materials if it reinforces why you're impactful for this audience. This is how you become relatable to them. This should also be one of the cornerstones of your presentation. Number 3, create the materials that will get you booked. So what are the materials that you'll need to induce a decision maker to say yes? Well, the first is, for speaking, you should develop a compelling proposal letter that first establishes what problem you solve. The second portion of the letter should include something on your results, your achievements, or successes with your product or your program, or where you've spoken before with success. This is also a great place to also show a line on the triumph story to how you got here. Then follow up with all the credentials, the why you, and then ask them to book you. You want to keep it to 7 paragraphs or less. Next, if you can provide these as supporting documents, you want to have a professionally designed speaker one sheet that marks you as the pro you are and stipulates 3 different presentation options to provide variety, more chances to get booked. And then a video of you presenting previously. And that can be done today virtually. But keep in mind that when you are looking to provide these, you want to have more than one presentation, because if you have only one arrow in your quiver, it had better be a bullseye. And giving them 3 different options gives you more chances to get booked. Now, for radio and podcasts, you need a pitch letter that provides much of the same information as the speaker proposal, but it can be longer. Optionally, you can supplement this with an impressive professionally designed speaker one sheet or podcast introductory sheet. Now, that's really a new thing. And once you get booked, you'll need a complete media kit that will inform the host and the audience and provide the host the 20 questions to ask you. So first, it's send them the pitch. And second, you're going to need to give them a media kit after they book you. Now, for virtual summits, you can follow some of the same format, but the main distinction is that your proposal letter must address the theme of whatever summit you are submitting for and why your subject is so appropriate for that theme. Next, make sure that you have a really compelling free offer, or what they call a lead magnet, so that when you offer it from any of these platforms, you'll induce people into your programs, and a paid offer for those that allow you to present a paid offer and enroll from the platform. So you need a free offer for those opportunities that allow you to do that, and you want a paid offer from those opportunities that let you do that. Lastly, have a contemporary website with a horizontal framework, lots of graphics, and limited words, along with current photos of yourself. Old, outdated materials are a booking killer. Now, the next thing is you need to do your homework on where to find the right opportunities. Speaking opportunities are everywhere, and especially accessible now that so many are virtual. I recently heard that there are 9,000 per day in North America alone of speaking opportunities. And you can begin locally and really start attracting clients at meetings and venues and associations just close to your home, and then spread out to other chapters elsewhere. You can find these on Google and Meetup. You can connect with meeting planners and corporations on LinkedIn, and you can do a search for conferences in your space on Google. Don't forget to ask your friends and fellow speaker leaders what they know about or where they have spoken, because they're a great source for you. But do your homework for the right ones with your ideal target audience and get going. If you want to make this process easier and eliminate the research, we have thousands of leads already identified for you on one of our platforms at SpeakerTunity.com, the speaker and leader research company, along with tools to help you get booked, such as a speaker and podcast sheets or an easy booking system. We'd love to see you on over there where we can make your life a little easier. Now, schedule time in your calendar to book yourself or to hire a coach or a virtual assistant or team member to book you. But here's the biggest determinant of your success. It's not whether you have a great product or service or a great signature speech and story, not even if you have all the materials ready and right. It's putting yourself out there. It's literally scheduling the time in your calendar weekly as if having a meeting with somebody else to do the research or to prepare and train someone else to do this research or outreach. You have to make the time in your calendar to make it happen or train somebody to do it. Because in today's world, there are almost no services or specialists that will do this for you. You must take the initiative and be responsible for your own amazing, vast, and abundant success. Yes, you can be the next super success with a steady flow of clients clamoring to come aboard with you. It's easier than you think. It's just a matter of you being visible.